We are starting the Hello World series. Ivan will show us how he will do. It's right now.
Previously, to create a digital startup, a team was needed from iOS developer, Android developer, backend developer, developer for the web, and team lead who everywhere on top and in one thing perfectly: it is people. Today, thanks to JavaScript, it is possible to replace developers with one JavaScript developer using the technology stack that we teach in our school.
Stop. What did you understand in this paragraph?
The fact that with the help of JavaScript you can replace 5 developers with one.
Yes, 5 developers in different directions can be replaced with one JavaScript developer.
JavaScript is a programming language that makes it possible to implement complex behaviors on web pages and more. In JavaScript, you can write sites, servers, mobile and desktop applications, as well as applications for augmented and virtual reality. JavaScript is the first of the most popular programming languages among European developers. This data was obtained by the authors of research from the O'Reilly Company as a result of a survey of more than 1,300 programmers from 27 countries.
What did you understand from this?
The fact that with the help of JavaScript it is possible to implement complex behavior on web pages. You can write sites on JavaScript, servers and mobile applications.
Yes. Everything is correct.
JavaScript, like many other programming languages, has a strict syntax. Syntax is a section of grammar that studies sentences and how to combine words within a sentence. Computers are not as smart as humans; they cannot just understand what you mean. The machine will be able to understand you only if you communicate with it strictly in the forms of expression that it expects from you. This expected form of expression is called the syntax.
What did you understand from this?
That syntax is a section of grammar in which sentences are studied. And in order to speak with a machine, one must speak its language and use expressions that it understands and expects.
Yes, everything is correct.
Work environment. First, you need a desktop computer or laptop. Secondly, the computer must have an operating system installed, Windows, Mac OS or Linux. Thirdly, a browser must be installed on the computer. In our lessons we will use Google Chrome, but others can be used. Chrome, who is not in the know, is a browser, that is, a program for viewing web pages. If you still do not have Google Chrome installed, you can download it here. Any other browser, Firefox, Safari, Edge or Internet Explorer, by simply typing Download Chrome into the search bar and following the further instructions. After downloading and installing Google Chrome, open it and enter in the address bar, About blank, press Enter. And the browser will open a new blank page.
We write in the browser about blank. Press Enter and the browser will open a new blank page.
Browser console. It's time to get acquainted with one of the main developer tools, the browser console. Basically, our course can be taken directly on our website, but sometimes we will need to use the browser console, so we will now get to know it. Open console. Since you are now an aspiring programmer, you can use it too. To bring up the console, simply press the Ctrl, Shift, or Command and Option if you have a Mac, and J keys together. Pressing the key combination will open a new menu bar and you will see an angle bracket in the upper left corner of the page. By the way, if you move the cursor to the edge of the area where it turns into a double arrow, then by pressing and holding the left button, you can stretch the console window. Be sure to do this so you have more room to inject your code.
But since it is from below, we can show how to set it up. By default, it opens to the right. You can also drag the window. Therefore, if you like how we are, then you can customize this panel here. We choose below as it is more convenient for us.
If the combination Ctrl plus Shift plus J or Command plus Option plus J for some reason does not work, you can enter the console by right-clicking on an empty space on the page, select the Inspect, View Code, and then click Console on the menu bar.
Let's close and show how to do it.
Hello, World, a program that outputs the phrase Hello, World, to the screen or other device. This is usually the first example of a program in a programming textbook, and for many students, this is the first experience in learning a new language. Now that the console window is open in front of you and you have stretched it in a convenient way, click the mouse to the right of the angle bracket.
Let's make the scale bigger. Click on Command plus. Yes, just like that.
A blinking cursor appears on the line, indicating that you can start typing. You will now type your first lines of code. Enter the following text, including quotation marks, "Hello World."
What should be done?
Press Enter.
Yes, and press Enter. What command we entered, then it returns. We wrote Hello World with small letters, in small letters he returned. If we entered everything with a capital, then with capital letters he would return it. Therefore, as you write to the console, it will return. The console is a programmer's tool for entering information into a computer.
Through the browser console, we communicate directly with the JavaScript engine. This is such a program, or, in other words, an interpreter that executes code written in JavaScript. Now you can be proud that you wrote and executed the first JavaScript code with your own hands. Then press the key up arrow and you will see your text Hello World. Next, move the cursor to the beginning of the line and type the following text instead. Bar hello equals Hello World. And press Enter.
Insert the code.
In the console you will see the answer, undefined. Everything goes according to plan. Now type, hello and press Enter.
Hello World.
The meaning has returned to us. How do you understand this?
Variable var is a command to declare a variable. Hello is the name of the variable. And Hello World is its value. A variable is like a box into which you can shove values.
And what are we doing here with this change at this point?
We return it.
Yes. We return it.
If you did everything correctly, the console will return a message in the line. Hello, World. Here we have created a variable and assigned a value to it. And, of course, this is the minimum that can be done in the browser console. Furthermore, let's try mathematical operations.
Trying summation. Trying summation and subtraction. Multiplication. Division.
Live Editor. The JavaScript code is executed by the JavaScript engine of the browser. Through the console, we access it directly. Further, in order not to write the entire training course in the browser and jump through windows from our site to the browser console and vice versa, we will write the code in the live coding mode right on our site. To do this, try to add the word hello in the next window Live Editor. In result, you should get Hello World.
Hello World. Five divided by 5 1. 5 multiplied by 5. 25. 5 minus 5 is 0.
Play around with math operations to help you learn the lesson. If you are not yet on our site, then do it right now.
Questions and answers. What URL, address, do I need to enter into Chrome's address bar to open a completely blank browser tab? About, blank. What's the keyboard shortcut to open the console in Chrome? Ctrl plus Shift plus J. What is the symbol for the addition operation? Plus. What is the symbol for the subtraction operation? Minus. What is the symbol for the multiplication operation? Star symbol. What is the symbol for the division operation? Slash.
Links about where we got this information. This is a fun book, JavaScript for Teens by Jeremy Moritz. You can read it with your children. I appeal to your parents. Thanks to the creator of this article. Whoever wants can support us on Patreon. What do you want Ivan to tell our viewers? Summarizing conclusion about this lesson?
In JavaScript, you can create variables, values for them. The interpreter performs mathematical operations. The console is needed to write code and communicate directly with the computer.
Yes, write code and communicate directly with the computer. Summarizing conclusion about this lesson? That's all. See you in the next episode. In our mobile application, you can learn not only JavaScript, but also English using emoji.
Alphabet. A. Apple. B. Ball. C. Cat. Z. Zebra. W. T. Z. Z. K. D.